Hope you are doing well. This is Marvin Preaching Sense back at you all another video. I recently did a top 10 summer list fragrances, my top 10 list, and now I'm going to do more of an affordable version of that. Most of these are definitely all under 80 bucks, and maybe a few. The majority of them are probably under 50 bucks actually. So anyways, let's get right to it. We'll start off with an honorable mention here. This is Bottega Veneta, and this is Illusione. If I'm saying it correct, probably not, but beautiful bottle, really nice bottle, real nice presentation here, nice cap, good itomizer. You know, this one I really have enjoyed. I don't know if it's maybe worth the price tag. It's probably about 65 or 70 bucks. So I don't know if it's special enough to necessarily pay that price necessarily, but it's a good smell. It opens up with a beautiful bitter orange, and I really have come to really enjoy those orange citrus mixed with that lemon as well. Really nice combo. And then it has some cedar, but it has this fir resin, which is kind of a sweet balsamic accord here. And then as it dries down, it does have some vetiver in there. It doesn't come through that much to me, but when it dries down, it has this nice warm tonka bean. And I think that's what I really enjoyed the dry down with this. So anyways, that's my honorable mention. Get your nose on it if you get a sample of it. Okay, so next one on the list here. You know, as I said, a lot of these are going to be very affordable. This one is John Varvatos. This is Artisan Pure. And this one right here, used to be around $30, but I think it's kind of gone up as it's kind of gotten a lot more popular. So it might be hard to find that price tag, but it should be still in that range. You don't want to go up over, 40 bucks or what have you. This right here just has a nice, man, this one's just easy to go. Man, this one is anytime, any place. Probably one of the better summer fragrances you can get your nose on, especially if you're just trying to get something affordable that you know works. This is gonna do it. It opens up with a beautiful clementine and just a juicy clementine mixed with some like mandarin, all those nice, the other fragrance I just mentioned was more of a bitter orange. This one is more of a juicy, sweet mandarin, orange, clementine, has some lemon, and the usual lemon and bergamot are in there as well. And then there's just a freshness with it. It has some spices and some ginger in there that's gonna kind of play in the background. And then in the dry down, you're gonna get a little bit of the ambers and some maybe even a little bit of iris and some woods, very in the faint background, but just a good fragrance. I forgot to mention the longevity on these. This one right here, I think for the price, it does a pretty good job in terms of, that good 5-hour range with the longevity. I don't know if it has much of a sillage if you're just kind of wearing it in a cool air conditioning area, but if you go into the heat, man, this thing's going to perform, man. When you're in that 70 plus 70, 80, 90 degree weather, this thing is just going to do its job, man. That's when it performs. That's why these are summer fragrances. The last fragrance I mentioned, the Illusione, this one right here, it doesn't have good performance to me, but the smell is really good. So just keep that in mind. Doesn't leave much of a trail. It sits close to the skin. Okay, next on the list here. And this one right here, I definitely talk about this all the time, but usually I don't talk about this version of it. And this is Hermes. This is H24. This is the EDT. Now this one right here, the EDT, as you see, I put a really good dent in this bottle, so that tells you how much I enjoy it. It's just my speed. Some people, it's not for them. They like maybe the parfum version or maybe the Herb Vives or VVs, the latest version of the Hermes H24 line. But this one, I still like it. It has just a zing to it. Opens up with, it has a little bit of a kind of a citrus opening, just a hint, but a very zingy, if that's a word, but it has the metallic note. So you have to appreciate the metallic accords and the earthy mineral accords that this one definitely features. This one I always say is like, walking through a forest before the rain comes, right? The parfum is more after the rain. So that's kind of the vibe that I get. But it's just a good fragrance. So you've heard me talk about it, so I won't say too much more about that. Okay, next one on the list here. And this one, newer to my collection because I waited to get this one. This is the Paris Corner. This is number 3. What is it? Troy's number 3. And it is it's a clone of, what was it? The Louis Vuitton Imagination. That's what this is cloning. It's a good fragrance. It's really good. I know it's hyped up a lot, but when you're talking about something, I waited for it to go down to the $35, $40 range. I think I got it from that around 40, 41, 42 bucks. That's where I felt like it was a good price tag for this one right here. It opens up with that beautiful citron. Citron is a wonderful, wonderful accord. Man, it's juicy, it's uplifting, it's refreshing, it's cooling. This is what you want on those high heat days. Performance, maybe isn't one you probably will need to reapply. You get your 3-4 hours in and you reapply, right? But for the price tag and just how good it smells, and how it performs in the heat. Remember, these are fragrances to perform in the heat. If it's 50 degrees and you're putting this on, don't complain when you can't hardly smell it that much. It opens up, as I said, with the citron. It has the bergamot. It has another orange accord in here. And then you'll get some of the orange from the neroli. You're going to get some ginger. So it's a little bit, those hints of spices, kind of, not in the forefront, in the background. A little spice from the ginger. A little hint of cinnamon. You might pick that up as well. And then kind of a tea accord in there. So it's almost like I wouldn't say a hot iced tea. Maybe this would be a hot iced tea. Okay. An iced tea, that black tea and iced tea with, you're putting some ginger and some little things up in there. Just refreshing, cooling. That's what you're going to get with this. Get your nose on it. I think it's worth the $40 range. It's not, I wouldn't want to pay more than that for it. All right, next on the list, and since we're talking about that citron note, we'll go right on into this one right here. This is Terre de Hermes. This is Eau Givree. Eau Givree. And this right here, beautiful bottle. It is probably on the hottest of hottest days. Between this and I'll name it one other fragrance, this is the best you can get. The most cooling fragrance you can get your nose on. That citron accord really does something. Mixed with the juniper berries to give it a little bit of that piney zing to it. There's some grapefruit in here, but not, it's more about that citron, and then it has some mineral. It has a little bit of a mineral nuance to it, which is kind of right. It's probably why it's right up my alley. Man, I can't speak highly enough about this one. Probably one of the more expensive ones on this list here. More in that $65 to $70 range, but man, I think it's worth every penny. Now, once again, this one, 4 or 5 hours. It's a heat fragrance. You have to I reapply this, and so I will admit that. I'm just letting you know right now, for you all who want the performance to last all day, these aren't the fragrances to do it. But this one's decent. Get your nose on it. Can't speak highly enough about this one right here. Next one on the list here, one that you all have heard a lot talked about. So I don't have to talk too much about it. And this is Assad. This is Zanzibar. This is one of their latest renditions from this Assad by Lattafa. It is beautiful, beautiful combo here. It hits you with this lavender, coconut iris combo. It's taking John, it's almost like Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau mixed with the Dior Homme Intense, mixed with the Givree 40 knots, right? So you're going to get that coconut, that's the Jean Paul Gaultier type of vibe. You're going to get the iris, so that's the Dior Homme Intense vibe. And then you're going to get the saltiness from that kind of reminds you of the Givree 40. So if you like those fragrances, this combines it all. It is a good vacation scent. It has all those ones that just makes you feel like relaxing. It's refreshing, relaxing at the same time. Wonderful fragrance. It's now, I think now this is going for under 25 bucks. I've seen it for $21, $22. Get your nose on it. For that price tag, I can't see how you could be disappointed for the quality that you're getting. And this one actually performs very well. Actually, I think it performs, you can get 5-6 hours out of this thing. It has a beautiful, just in your general scent bubble, arm's length. I think it does a pretty good job, especially for the price. Okay, next on the list here, you all know this is one of my top ones that I always talk about. This is Tres Nuit Pour Homme. You all know this. I need to get me another bottle. I'm down to here, which is a pretty big dent for my size collection. Oh my gosh, man. This is that green Irish tweed clone or vibe. It opens up with the beautiful lemon and iris, and there's good lavender, a lot of lavender in there, man. This thing does wonders on my skin. It lasts, man. I can definitely get to 6 hours on this thing. It projects off my skin and actually leaves a bit of a scent trail for me. I can't say it'll do it for you, but it does it for me. This one right here, y'all know it's in that $20 range. It's very affordable. Has some nice creamy sandalwood as it dries down. It's just, I can't speak. Y'all know, this is just, oh my gosh. Get your nose on this. Good summer fragrance. One of my favorites. Another good one on this list here. I mean, all of them good. They're in my top 10, right? Getting better and better, right? So then we have Armaf Club de Nuit. This is iconic, or blue iconic, I think it is. Beautiful bottle. Look at that blue and silver bottle. Man, this is easy any place, anytime. This one has a little bit of more heft to it. This one will get you, this one performs, right? You're going to get 6-7 hours out of this. It will have good projection. The sillage in terms of that scent trail, I don't know. I think it does have somewhat of a scent trail. I haven't had, I definitely get compliments on this. I will definitely say that, man, compliments galore. Opens up with that grapefruit, mint and lemon combo. Boom, 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 right? It does its thing. It's that Bleu de Chanel type of vibe that, it's in that type of family. Obviously, you can see the blue bottle. It has some nice little bit of a spice with it. There's some ginger accords in there. You're going to get some ambers and some incense, and man, it's a solid fragrance. And usually this is in that $45, $50, $55 range. It fluctuates. So definitely good price point. So get your nose on this one right here if you have a chance. Then we're gonna go to a few more. Y'all know this one, talked about it before. Banana Republic. This is green, vintage green 78. Orange, bergamot opening, nice fig accord. It has some warmth in it as it dries down, with some musk and some cedar, some earthiness to it. Then you get the green nuances as well. Just a perfect one for high heat. This does the job, man. 35, 40 bucks, 45 bucks, in that range. Yeah, get your nose on it. I've talked about before, so I don't have to spend too much time on that one as well. Good fragrance. One of my favorites. Okay, next on the list here. This one is Odyssey Wild One, Gold Edition. This is by Armaf. Nice color, cheesy bottle. Very affordable fragrance in that $20, 25, 30 bucks. It's very affordable. Listed that before. And it kind of, it's very interesting, this one. It kind of, I know a lot of people will say that it gives you that Dior Sauvage EDT, but I don't quite, I mean, I get the nuances of that. It opens up with, you know, it does have that bergamot, lemon, mint type of opening. So similar to the Club de Nuit, the blue iconic. So it has that kind of opening. But it definitely has a nice, you'll get that lavender, that's gonna definitely come through. But it has this, I don't know if it's a melon. I always thought it was a pineapple accord. It's not listed, so you probably won't see it if you look up on the different websites. But that's what my nose is picking up. Some sort of something juicy like a pineapple, maybe a melon. I just can't put my nose on it, but it definitely, it's good. It's really good. I really enjoy this one right here. It's a little bit of a stronger summer fragrance, but it definitely works fine in summer. Maybe not in the highest of heats though. You know, once again, that's, 80, 90 degree weather. It might be a little bit much for that. But in the areas where you're getting those 70 degree weather, that kind of a summer, and that's kind of how it is out here in the Bay Area. This one does its job, and it's really good. Just really am impressed by this fragrance right here. So if you like that kind of the Bleu de Chanel and that DNA, if you still like those, this is another good one to get your nose on by Armaf. I've featured it before, so don't have to spend too much time on it. And then last but not least, and this one's probably one I don't talk about much, and this is by Dua brand. This is Frozen Mimosa. Frozen Mimosa. Yeah, this right here, that $35, $40 range. So it is just opens up with this lemon and kind of an orange, but this is more of a tangy orange. You know, sometimes you get an orange that's real sweet. This one is like kind of a tang to it. It has a little bit of a saltiness, to it. So that's definitely different. Then it has that, of course, with the Frozen Mimosa, it's going to have that sparkling champagne gin type of vibe. You'll get the sweet nuances to it. Maybe put you in the mood of vacation or just relaxing, good time out. Nice fragrance, definitely different than the everyday summer fragrance that you would usually get your nose on. So yeah, enjoy it. It's a good side little fragrance there. I had to reapply it. It's definitely one of those reapply fragrances, 3-4 hours. So it didn't have a super good performance, but the smell is probably one of the best, just purely just on the actual smell. I mean, it's amazing. You wish it would perform more. You wish it would have the sillage. You wish it would all that kind of stuff. But hey, it smells good. I can tell you that much. Get your nose on it. And I think that's all I have. I've given you all 10 plus honorable mention fragrances that are affordable, that are on my affordable top 10 summer fragrance list. If you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video. This is Marvin Preaching Sense. I'm out.